EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. This was the scene a few minutes ago. The dog pound in full roar as their Browns emerge from their tunnel. And they're ready to go as they get set to match up with Ben Roethlisberger and the Pittsburgh Steelers. On to get us started now, the kicker, Chris Boswell. And off we go from Cleveland. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And now nothing but green ahead of him. 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. That's going to be a 103-yard kickoff return. What a run, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and that makes the score 7-0. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Ready? You like 20? 53. Mike. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
First carry for James Conner. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And he's got his man, the tight end, McDonald. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of... on 1st down.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 35-yard line.
Here we go, D. King. Here I come again. Run. Come again.
On 2nd and 11 now. Mayfield. Got a man. That's Rashard Higgins. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Rashard Higgins, 65 yards. And the Browns are able to strike quickly for 6. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. On second down, it's Conner. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. So more problems here in this first quarter. Already 2 scores down, and here they give away the football.
And if I'm the head coach, I think it's time to start lighting a fire under some of these guys. Now, you have to do it within your personality. They can't perceive it as fake, but I'd go get after some.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. Trying to get it to Landry there.
Boy, that's the kind of interception that can save a game right there. They're already down 2 scores. Huge play, slowing down what was going against them.
I was thinking the same thing. You get down 3 scores there at this stage, could be in for a long ball game. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And the return will be stopped. At the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Following the interception, Mayfield. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And this is caught for a Browns touchdown by Landry. 8 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And it's now 21-0. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. From the gun on 3rd down, Hodges. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. Here's Jordan Berry now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. taken at about the 16. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. T.J. Watt. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Hey, Delta.
(21-0) our score after one. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Here's Mayfield. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Jarvis Landry, the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Jarvis Landry with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. And it's no good. Oh, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a couple yards deep, he'll go to a knee. He won't return it. And they'll take it out to the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a 1st down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Right back to Connor here on 1st. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler 1st down. A first opportunity for the Steelers in the red zone. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11. Here's Hodges looking to throw. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Vance McDonald there to make the grab as they are now on the board here in the first half. Boswell good with the extra point, and that will get him one closer. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. Mayfield off the play fake. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. and reading your keys. You always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. Bud Dupree, a former first-round pick, in on the stop. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Regular. Let's go, guys.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 30. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this, or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Mayfield looks to throw. They set up the screen to Chubb. He gets away from one, and he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
This is the tight end, Njoku. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down. Seibert's kick is good. And that lead will move from 20 up now to 23. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to their goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the...
And the defense loses him. It's complete. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Juju Smith-Schuster, 72 yards. And the Steelers are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that will shave one more off this lead. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking, because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Mayfield. They'll roll him, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Stephon Tuitt just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
Go ahead, take a seat. You can't stop me.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder coming up here at halftime. We'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth first half that we've seen. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. This is taken at the 15. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And then a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards tennis.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
From just shy of midfield, Mayfield nowhere to escape, and he goes down. T.J. Watt picks up his second sack of the afternoon. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Mayfield and this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away.
So they wound up passing on a long field goal try, but that works out for them really well. That one's down inside the 5-yard line.
And it's risky because your punter, if he puts it in the end zone, the net result not worth it, but there, I think worth it. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, what's the plan of attack here? Very late second quarter, and look where the ball is.
Yeah, bad spot for you. But the defense has all 3 timeouts. So what you're telling your team is,
and he is not going to get away. The rush was too strong, and this is going to wind up a safety. Well, I think you can go ahead and give your punter an assist on that one. Pinned him deep, and the defense comes through with 2 points.
You're exactly right, partner. This was all set up by a great punt. And if the ball goes in the end zone, this never happens. So great call. Give the punt team and the punter some love.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
The Browns drive about to get started. Less than 30 seconds to go in the half. Pretty good starting field position, all things considered. You'd think they definitely have time to get to field goal range.
Yes, and you get into the huddle or you come off the bench here.
Now Mayfield lost the football, and it's picked up by the Steelers. But he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race, and he takes it back to the house. A fumble recovery for a Steelers score. Huge, huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
That'll be taken in the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. No move for the field goal unit. They're going to go here with 5 seconds left. The final shot before break. Hodges. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
and I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is a real, I'm doing it.
There he goes left side. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Deontay Johnson, 75 yards, as his guys are back within a single score. Solid response that time by a young quarterback. Last drive, interception. This drive, the touchdown pass.
I like how you described it, solid, because you don't get extra kudos for bouncing back if you're going to be a big-time quarterback. You're supposed to do that. But at the same time, when you're a rookie, that's not guaranteed, is it? Sometimes they hang their heads and they go in the tank a little bit. Not in this case. Bounced back, took his team downfield, and threw a touchdown pass.
And he's loose again. Past the 20. And he'll score. Touchdown, Browns. That's going to be a 103-yard kickoff return. What a run. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One-play drive, long pass. Maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one-play drives exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here.
Check 49, check 49. 53's the mic. 53, check 53. I'm coming, baby. I'm coming, baby. 80 weapon. Joker, 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 joker. Hey, echo. 53 the mic. Let's go.
2nd and 10. It's Hodges again. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one covers 29 yards. First down. On first down, it's Samuels. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 39-yard line.
Switch gears. Check 52. Hey, zoom. Protein spill. Hey, we got go.
On 1st and 10, it's Hodges. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Ready. And 2 sauce.
First down, Steelers.
Alert 3.
On 1st and 10 is Connor. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so. And one of my favorite coaches used to say, son, if you can darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my best power running play with my best back right now.
The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Third and goal. Hodges to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
This offense has had a lot to like in this game. I don't know that last play, though, is going to make the highlight reel.
It's not going to make the highlight reel, but it will be the focus of the film session that a team has to sit through. I've sat through those before. Never any fun. You're always excited about your good plays, and they actually fast forward through those. All right, that was good. All right, great. They get to the bad ones and really illuminate them. Not cool.
Third and long for Mayfield. And that is incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point.
The kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Super tall.
And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Myles Garrett able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
That's his second sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Give him 22 yards, and that's also where they snapped it from, the 22. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. This is Conner running right. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
6-6, pull it high. HE Gator.
Hodges here on 2nd down. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness. I guess they're in a situation now, 4th quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted, and if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
The Steelers on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. On 3rd down, Hodges. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
Barry on to punt as he gets this one away. And you can't do it much better than that. This ball kicks out of bounds at the 4-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Browns drive about to get started.
They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
Here's a 2nd and 7 now from their own 7. And again, it's Chubb. And this will be a gain of right around 3 from the 7 out to the 10-yard line.
A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back, tell him to take care of the ball, and try and move forward.
First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And from the 15, they're able to work this up to the 20 for a pickup of a handful.
Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge. Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means it might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Here we go. A nice first down pickup on a gain of 6. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb, and they're able to get this one across the 35. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you go make a play on the football.
Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. A run for Nick Chubb, and he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because when they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. On the carry, it's Chubb. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation. So here we go, Charles, 3rd down. Any chance you're throwing?
I don't think so. I think you got to keep the clock rolling here.
And indeed, they will keep it on the ground. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Mayfield now. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. David Njoku, 31 yards. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Down.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. 2nd and 10 now. Hodges. Complete to Washington. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. From the gun, it's Hodges. He's going to let it fly. It's caught inside the 25. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 46 yards. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down with Hodges. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Morgan Burnett. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Stephon Tuitt, the one that got him down.
2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
But Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. It's a win for the Browns, and they're happy in the dog pound as we say so long from Cleveland.
move your best. I do this for the family, I might just blow my wheel. I'm keeping it so for real. Who feeling that glowing hill? I'm giving they soldier chills. My jewelry code is chill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah. Been first off the edge like I don't know no feel. See the pain deep in my eyes, they know it's real. Yeah, been this way before the deal. Say this one for your photo real. Blessing after testing, I'ma show them skills. You ain't gotta tell me, I know I'm ill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah. I do this for the family, I might just blow my wheel. I keep it so for real. Who feeling that glowing hill? I'm giving they soldier chills. My jewelry code is chill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah, let's go. Get first off the edge like I don't know no feel. See that pain deep in my eyes, they know it's real. Yeah, been this way before the deal. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. Yeah. I just had to let you know. Yeah. Give me that work and I can sell it. I put it on the line like I ain't selfish, nah. The story flip if I let you tell it. Put my heart and soul in so you feel it. I ain't never faking, I'm the realest since Tupac in imprisonment, claiming his innocence. Currently, I'm the greatest rapper in a sense. But any currency, I'm still guaranteed my wins. This is coming from within, I stuff for real, I don't pretend. When the OG spilling knowledge, bet it's best you soak it in. I'm a prophet to them scholars, got them chakras opening. Got them fixing up they octaves, now they truly focused in. I'm seeing 2020 visions. Daily manifesting on my premonitions. Best to keep it neutral, got my own religion. The brainwash, gotta make your own decision. My word is James Bond, I stay on the mission. Coming for the top position, ain't no competition, man. Pull up in the top, it's missing, the opposition in. All that lane switching, this is what the game is in. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know.
Yeah, I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. Lost a lot, but I came out with no L's. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. And I'm fine as hell from my head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another cell. He still buy me YSL. I could get it by myself. 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 I'ma get it by myself. Yeah. Feel like Ginger from Casino. Aces up my sleeve though. Right before I leave, I that like I'm Dino. Think I'm part Italian. Blame it on Gino. Smells like the medallion. The skin on cappuccino. I don't kiss and tell. Keep your distance from myself. For the genie with the snails in a 5-star hotel. And I wish he's well when they wish for me to fail. I might donate petty bills. They can't get it by themselves.
That's why I treat my men good, but not too good. I give them too much, then they don't need me. I give them just
enough. I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. Lost a lot, but I came out with no L's.
The NFL on EA Sports is in the Steel City at Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, PA. This was the scene just a few moments ago as the Pittsburgh faithful were fired up by the hometown Steelers taking the field. They're all set as they'll match up with Tom Brady and the New England Patriots. This is taken about 7 yards deep. Room here to run. And he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown. Officially, that goes down as a kick return of 107 yards. What a run as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Boswell good with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff.
Let's go. Do it.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Wait, set. 29. Alpha. Let's go, defense. Out of time. It's out of time.
Sony Michel, his first carry. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. On the toss, here's Michel. Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
Now Brady. And that will be incomplete. Not the opening possession they were looking for, especially on the road.
No doubt about it, because they wanted to come out and establish a little momentum right away. But now bringing up a 4th down, an empty possession, not what they were seeking.
Fielded at the 20. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. First carry for the 2018 Pro Bowler, James Conner. Able to shake free for about 7 up to the 35. Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
On 2nd down, Conner looking for space. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll be 3rd down.
What, 30? Mike, 58, right there. Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys.
On 3rd down, it's Conner. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up.
Now they'll throw it with Roethlisberger. That'll be taken in there by James Washington. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. To throw again on second down. Roethlisberger. And he rifles one incomplete. They were looking for Johnson that time. And it's 3rd and 4.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. And he finds McDonald. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup.
Check three, check three, check three, check three, check three.
On first down, it's Roethlisberger. He'll let this go for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Chung. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So Brady and the Pats take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They'll run it here. This is James White. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line. 2nd and a yard. Brady going to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. And this will be taken at the 13. A good return there, 17 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Vance McDonald, the tight end, was the target, but it's going to be 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Now Ben going to give this one to Connor. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first. Now it's Connor. Kyle Van Noy in on the stop.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down. They'll try and run forward with Connor. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Here we go, here we go. 180. Easy, easy. Hey, team 6, team 6.
They're going to run. Here's Connor. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's got this down to the 35. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down. Good spot on the field to go for it. Kind of no man's land, as they call it, and it worked out.
Yeah, they call it no man's land because your punter's telling you it's too short. I'm just going to punt it into the end zone. Your field goal kicker might give you a little raised eyebrow. Might be too far for the field goal, so it gives you a great chance to go for it. Personally, if you have those tendencies to be aggressive as a head coach, you kind of like this spot because it gives you the decision to go ahead and go for it when you want to anyway.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They go draw play. This is Samuels. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down in the backfield. And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Brady and the Patriots now 1st and 10 at their own 23. They begin with Michelle on the ground. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a 1st down. Brady now on 1st down. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. Call that a very strong gain of 24. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Michelle, they toss it out right to him. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That'll be a New England 1st down, a gain of 12. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. He'll have a 1st down inside the 10. And this is caught. It's Edelman. And finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again. The Patriots into the red zone for the first time. This is 1st and goal from about the 8. Working from the gun, it's Brady. That's complete to White. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Brady to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Julian Edelman, the intended receiver, but now it's 3rd and goal.
They've been playing sound fundamental defense thus far and able to keep this offense from creating a major dent on the scoreboard.
Able to force the incompletion, but still waiting for that game-changing play. You feel like it's coming, the first sack, the first turnover.
In a sense, they're playing old-school defense.
Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from him, but it's a cardinal sin by the quarterback. Know where you are on the field, and he just gave up at a minimum 3 points.
And instead of getting down, takes the contact. The turnover ensues. The veteran Jamie Collins there on the tackle. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do. And Big Ben intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Patrick Chung. And he's going to get this on down to the 13-yard line.
Hey, I-7. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys. Rip.
So after the INT, it's Brady. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Mohamed Sanu there to make the grab as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point good by Gostkowski. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's second and 11. Now it's Roethlisberger. He's going to launch it for Washington. He's got it at the 15. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. James Washington, 60 yards. And the Steelers have taken the lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that makes the score 14-7. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Let's go.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
He's going to wind up and air it out. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, second down. Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Brady. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses...
That's caught inside the 20. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Johnson was the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This a 33-yard attempt. So a late turnover leads to a quick drive, and in turn that quick drive leads to 3 points.
So someone makes a mistake, but how about the other side learning from that mistake, taking care of the ball, and making sure they put some points on the board? Well done.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup.
Trying to squeeze it into Edelman, and he lost the football. And I think they are going to get this one back. Well, that would have been something, double turnovers, but instead they'll keep the possession on the INT. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, fielded about a yard deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
On second down, they'll run with White. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on 4th and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
Here we go with Michelle. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down.
So did you suspect the same thing that I did, that they were lining up just to draw them off sides here?
100%.
Well, how about that? They were going for it the entire time. Never a question in his mind about going ahead and getting it, despite where they were on the field.
Yeah, I don't know if you heard it in my voice when they snapped the ball. I was like, I almost wasn't ready to call the play. I just kept waiting for the timeout offensively.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Brady gives to Michelle. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Steven Nelson. He was looking for Edelman there. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jason McCourty. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40.
You're looking there at a defensive back who's maybe a step slower than he was when he came into the league a decade ago. I know I question his speed coming into the game, but what he's lost in speed, he's more than made up for it with intellect. And that's a great job of knowing how to position himself to make that interception.
T.J. Watt in on the tackle.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down, and you know what offenses want? Win first down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on first down. From the 36, Brady complete to Watson, the tight end. And now a fumble. The ball's out, and it's picked up by the Steelers. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. A gain of 6 there on first.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
A big play there on the catch and run. And even 60 yards after the big play. A chance to finish now on 1st and goal. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
On 2nd and goal, Roethlisberger. Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown. James Washington his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Boswell good with the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded about a yard deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it now because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again, Brady. He's going to look deep down the field. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. It's a gain of 34. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. From the gun, they run with Michel. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Brady. This is White on the screen. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Brady now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. To throw is Brady. Philip Dorsett hauls it in. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Philip Dorsett, 31 yards. And the Patriots get a score closer. And he had time there. I mean, you give any quarterback that length of time, he'll make you pay.
It just puts way too much stress on guys trying to cover downfield because, as you said, you that much time in the pocket, he can scan the field, find the open person. That's exactly what happened there. And what was the end result again?
Touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Able to push his way through. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. They'll start the drive with Samuels. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Here's Samuels again. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they won't put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Conner. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. 25 yards to pick up there, and also a 1st down. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. On the run is Conner. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. On 2nd down, Samuels. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Kyle Van Noy in there to get him for a loss of 3, and it will be 4th down. Here's Jordan Berry now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. And Brady going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by Steven Nelson. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
On first down, Connor plowing ahead for about 3. It'll be 2nd and 7. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Patriots' 28-yard line.
On 2nd and 7, Roethlisberger going for it all. And not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone. Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit?
Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Brady, and this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth-quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking now.
And now here is another interception. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It give it and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Now Roethlisberger. He'll rifle this one deep right side. That's caught inside the 20. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Zach Gentry, 62 yards. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. They had the lead in the 4th, but still passing. Finding the big target for the touchdown. Now that lead grows even more.
Everybody gets to join in the fun. You know, it doesn't have to just be the wide receivers catching touchdown passes. The tight end doesn't just have to do just the dirty work inside. He gets a chance to get into the end zone as well.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And last time, one-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Night, sweetheart.
Throwing again. Brady. And my goodness, another interception. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it, Kurt Coleman? And now here's another interception. Devin McCourty picks it off. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
So a little breathing room now. 1st and 10 at the 17. And they'll go jet sweep here with Dorsett. And some room to work. And he will finally be taken down, but not before he reaches the 38. A big play there for New England. 44 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Give them maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the Steelers' 38-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now they'll throw with Brady. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Cameron Hayward, give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Let's go. Kill.
They'll go for it. It's Brady. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Bud Dupree and the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. And the punter's on the sideline. Here's the field goal unit now to try an exceptionally long one. This to equal Matt Prater's record. It's a 64-yard attempt. And it's incomplete. The most bizarre of 2nd down calls there, but the incompletion gives him another shot on 3rd down. Here's Roethlisberger. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And my goodness, another interception. Devin McCourty picks it off.
Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they could look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are at New Era Field in upstate New York. The folks in Buffalo love their Bills, and a moment ago they entered to the delight of this sold-out crowd. They're set for football as their Bills will do battle with the New York Giants. Here's the kicker, Aldrich Rosas, ready to get us going. And off we go from New Era Field. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Now the first carry for Devin Singletary. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
Now third down is looming, a pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a third and long at the outset of this drive. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves them with a 4th down now. Singletary, they'll run for it. And an alley to run. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Give him 18 on that one as the Bills are going to have a first down.
I'll I'm laughing because I'm not so sure I would have made this call. I'm not so sure I would have said, yeah, let's go ahead and get this one, especially at this point of the game. But give him credit. He had a feeling and carried it through.
Yeah, that's one where you think, okay, if you're down, 2 minutes left, the ball's near midfield, you go for it. But in this stage of that part of the field, but like you said, it worked. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. The throw over the middle, taken in. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 22 yards there, a first down.
Check Mike 47. Check Mike 47.
And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Allen now looks to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You got to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
They run with Barkley on first down, and he gets about 5 out of it. Tremaine Edmonds there to bring him down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now Jones finds his tight end Ingram. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Throwing Jones into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 from back at their own 10-yard line. They'll run here with Singletary. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 20. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down. Getting the sense, Charles, are going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Dexter Lawrence able to drop him for a loss of a couple. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Cole Beasley, the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only the DB's going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily, fell incomplete. This offense converted once already in this first quarter. They're going to try it again here on 4th down.
Middle. Hey, orbit.
Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And try to push his way forward, but I think he's going to be short. And he is short. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And that will force a turnover on downs.
Hey, Delta.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And Ingram's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Evan Ingram, 29 yards. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Rosas good with the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Oh, he shifts past him. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. And a diving grab. I think he got that, yes.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You circle the Pro Bowl. Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. It's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it.
Hey, exit.
Going for it on 4th down. Allen. And he completes it to the tight end, Knox. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Alec Ogletree.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
A first down carry for Barkley. And a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down to the 33. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
I'm going back to you. I'm going back to you.
Stepping up, he'll try and run. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And finally, wrestled down at the 11. 22 yards there, a first down.
Pretty nice play here. They go read option, read the defensive end, and when he collapsed down inside, how about the quarterback pulling it, keeping it, and not only getting to the 2nd level, but picking up some really nice yardage.
Very, very well read. They'll run on first down. Barkley. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. The Bills on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 10. So the shotgun snap to Allen. He's going deep for Brown. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half. And you hate to ask the question, but Let's be honest, we're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
On 2nd and 2, Jones. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. You got a young quarterback. Maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide open top.
That's caught at the 25. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Cole Beasley, 70 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Maybe that is the boost that this offense needed.
They've done nothing the entire half, but out of the blue comes this big shot here. You're exactly right. Like a dunk in basketball, like a home run in baseball, maybe a solo shot. Sometimes you need that big play to get things ignited.
But he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will score. Touchdown, Giants. That kickoff return, 104 yards. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Rosas to add the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Allen. Open man, here's Foster. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that?
Bravo! Go.
Allen now on 1st down. Got a man. It's Brown. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports hat. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Dawson Knox there to make the grab as his guys are back within a single score. Hauschka with the extra point, and they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. This is fielded a couple yards deep. goes again. The 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, New York. He goes 102 yards from one end zone to the other. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead.
Again, Elvin Barton, I get fired up. 2 kickoff returns for touchdowns in the same game. This is fun to watch.
Yeah, we call a lot of games in a lot of different places. Sometimes it seems like we do it simultaneously, but we rarely get to see this. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Allen. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Another try after the first down sack. Allen is going to fire one deep up, and his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the veteran Antoine Bethea. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
From the 25 on 2nd down, Jones, he sets to fire deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. This time they stay on the ground. And it would appear he's going to be short of a first down as he stopped right around the 29. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears trying to go for it on 4th. They're going to try and throw. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. They'll try the right side here. Barkley. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. On 2nd and 11 now. Jones finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Let's go, boys. Let's go. Down. 60 outlaw. 49. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Check 99. Check 99. Quickstone, travel. Speed dribble. Speed dribble.
A quick throw. Here's Shepard. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one goes for 30 yards.
Just more of the same there, partner. Guys have just been running free in the secondary this entire game. No pass rush, a lot of passes completed. Been an easy day for him.
On first down, Barkley. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
94.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 22-yard line.
From the 22, Jones. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, 3rd down. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Saquon Barkley running right. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
You know, we might start getting some props here in the booth. You know, that one that says the D and then the fence that you put up next to it? How about that? They brought out the jumbo package and still couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage enough to pick up that first down.
Impressive. They were ready defensively for that jumbo set. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And the Bills are going to get the football back. Well, I see what they were trying to do there. You pop up your holder, roll him out. You got the option to run or pass. Just didn't work.
Not at all. And the communication was excellent defensively to make sure that receivers were covered as they escaped from the line of scrimmage, because that's supposed to be a surprise to everyone, and that's how they get free. People forget their assignments on defense. That didn't happen. And think about the guy rolling out with the football, looking for an open person. No one there.
Helpless feeling.
Helpless, because that gap between you and defenders now is going to close and close quickly.
Now a throw here to his running back. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down. He's having a nice game through the air. His decision-making's been really good. Solid there again. Just seeing nothing downfield goes underneath. Nice game.
How about the patience? Because when you're having a big game through the air, you're looking for those chunk plays, those big ones downfield. Instead, as you noted, takes the check down, dumps it off, gains good yardage anyway. Really well executed. When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
And he's going to have the connection to Foster. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Robert Foster, 29 yards, as his guys are back within a single score. Hauschka now for the extra point. He's got it, and they're back within a touchdown at 28-21. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. A first down carry for Barkley won't lead to much as he'll take this forward for maybe a yard. It's 2nd down. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard.
Here we go, here we go. 18, Gator. We ain't giving him nothing. Hey, C6, get it.
On 2nd and 9, Jones. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Back to throw. Jones. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
So a good snap, good hold, and right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit a partner.
You mean like kicking the ball?
Exactly.
Well, that was in high school.
Doesn't matter. I don't care what level. You hit them, they go through.
And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it. Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. To the air, Allen. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Allen. The throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. How about 25 yards on 3rd down? They'll take it. On 1st down, Allen. Got a man on the right sideline. It's McKenzie. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 24. Now Allen again. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. 2nd down. A lone second remains now in this 3rd quarter. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Allen. And he's going to lose yardage here. As they will switch ends as time is run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now in Buffalo. The Bills have the football, but they trail here as we begin quarter number 4. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. Allen. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and this is back down to a 7-point game. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step. There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get it the least a 3 and out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 42. Now again, right side, Barkley. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that. And they better make sure they load him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Allen gonna throw. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Tight go. 5 wide.
Allen throwing again. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. He was looking for Isaiah McKenzie that time. And it's third down.
319. Pass 85.
Allen to throw once more. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Dexter Lawrence getting him once again his third sack of the afternoon. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. Allen will look to throw for it on fourth. And that's caught by Beasley. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A gain of 26 and a conversion there as well on fourth down. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's first and 10. Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. Allen now going to throw again. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A 22-yard touchdown grab as they can now even this game here in the fourth quarter with the extra point. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Ooh, with a juke. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Now Jones operating from the gun. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the fourth quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's second and 2. On second down, here's a run with Singletary. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll lead here to a third down. Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And they're facing a big third down now in this tie ball game. Now a run with Singletary. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it first and goal. A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on first and goal. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard that time, second and goal.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Second and goal from the 1. They'll try and push it in with Gore. And he is unable to get in. They stop him at the line of scrimmage. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. come out here in the I. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Another carry now for goal. And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Bills have taken the lead. Hauschka adds the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. So that one will be accepted. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Back to throw. And this will be caught at the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That goes for a gain of 31. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now Saquon Barkley, and they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
I know they got a little yardage there, but I'm not sure their investment is right. They're still running the football, and I'm not sure there's enough time to continue to do that.
Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. He'll look to throw. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And he'll be stopped here well short of the 1st down at the 24-yard line. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. On 4th down, Jones. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And Oliver. And the Bills are going to get the football back. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Throwing now is Allen. He's going deep for Brown. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. A big play here for Buffalo. 43 yards. A great come-from-behind victory in this one, Charles. And really the difference, obviously, was that 4th quarter. They dominated.
And it has to start with believing that you can make that comeback. Because we've been in games before. We've done games where you just look at one team and realize they have no chance of making it back. Not in the one we just saw here. They did it, and they did it well.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we say so long from Buffalo.
Up and up, it's magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a sad. For him, I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, daylight lights, camera action. Living in a dream, now my music, they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar, try to catch catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You can see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready to rumble. Feel like I ain't ate in weeks, working off the muscle. Oh yeah, oh my, we ride for my brothers, no lie. All you can die, never wrong, they right. I ain't changing my side, yeah, we in it for life. When up is magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laugh. Hey, how could you lie to my face? People claim that they be loyal, they be taking up space. See my broski lose his heart when he was fighting that case. Took so many yells, I'm not going back to those days. I'ma treat you how you treat me, do you like how it tastes? Shawty, use up, can't treat you like my ace. I got way too many problems to be worried, I'm straight. Me and Craig had to watch for the Jakes. On the road, this crazy, I get 80 a show. Say my money, stack it up, it look like I'm foreign cars, driving fast, I never done this before. Get drown out my problems, let me When up is magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got,
This is the NFL on EA Sports as we welcome you to MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford, New Jersey. This is the scene just before we came on air. This New York crowd fired up by the arrival of their G-men as they burst from the locker room. They're ready to go as the Giants get set to match up with Matthew Stafford and the Detroit Lions. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
Ready? Check my corner. Recon, 132 fighter. Ready?
On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. Oh, and now some space to operate. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards.
Oh, he's got the full package. He can spin, he can juke, he can make you miss, he can drop a shoulder on you. Some of that elusiveness we saw at Penn State has definitely translated to the NFL game. Saquon Barkley hit the proper buttons and turn him loose.
And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
Check 26, check 26. Now.
From the 45 on second down, Jones flushed out right, finds his tight end Ingram, and he's got this down to the 35. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run with Barkley, and just no chance of turning the corner. He can only... Get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now Jones. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. And the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10. Throwing Jones. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Even though they didn't find the end zone, they have to be pretty pleased with how they moved the ball on the ground because we know that that was one of their big goals in this game.
And that really goes through the entire offense because when you're running the ball effectively, just about everyone's involved. It's not just the guy carrying the football. It's everyone blocking for him, both inside and on the perimeter.
Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll run it with Johnson. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12. Stafford going to give this one off to Johnson. It's a 7-yard pickup. They'll be looking now to 3rd and 6.
Well, you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Here's Stafford. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 11 yards there and a Lion first down. Stafford on first down. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Galladay. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. So 2nd and inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. Here's Amendola now, jet sweep, and that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Throwing is Stafford. This one complete to Lacy. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. An excellent gain, 35 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Stafford fighting through pressure. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Leonard Williams, the former number 6 overall pick, got the sack that time. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. To throw is Stafford. And he finds Danny Amendola. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. 9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. A shotgun snap for Stafford. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. He'll have a first down and more past the 20. He's at the 50. The 30. Past the 20. Touchdown, Giants. Saquon Barkley, 95 yards. And the Giants strike quickly here for 6 points. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
This is taken at his 4. And he's going to be taken down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Here's Stafford. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A first down and then some, 36 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Kerryon Johnson, 28 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point good by Prater. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So after the touchdown, Martin now on to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And a pretty slick return there as he's up just shy of the 45-yard line.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. Damon Harrison, the one on the stop.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And they're going to have a third down. Looking to throw. Jones. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jared Davis. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure, but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage.
He's got the lane, and there he goes. Touchdown, Detroit. Kerryon Johnson with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Lions have taken the lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Looking for Tate, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jared Davis. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. He was pretty good a year ago in college, getting outside of the pocket and making plays, but it's a different story here in the NFL.
Well, in college, when he broke out of the pocket, his receivers often knew what to do in a scramble drill. And defenders weren't quite as adept at that. In the NFL, they work on that as well. They realize once he's out of the pocket, you can knock a receiver down. You can take him out of the play that way. You can make sure you hunt him up and make sure that you have him covered downfield. They do a much better job of it. He's got to learn that the speed has changed on this level.
On 2nd and 15 now. Stafford. That's going to be caught. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Kenny Galladay, 33 yards. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. Prater for the extra point. And that makes it a 21-10 game. Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Eluding the pressure right. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. He got 29 yards that time. And the young buck showing that ability, that agility to dance outside of the pocket, complete the deep ball.
And don't think for a second that the coaching staff didn't have their heart rate accelerate a little bit.
Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Trey Flowers, the former Arkansas Razorback, in there to get him. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. 2nd and long. Flush to his right. And he's going to keep it here. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. The intended target, Saquon Barkley. And it's third down. Jones now. From the gun, he'll throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a fourth down.
Ready, set.
Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on fourth down, and my goodness, incomplete. A surprising move to go for it, predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off, and the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29, 30, 20, 10, and he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Giants touchdown. You think you're going into halftime with a good-sized lead, not so fast. That pick six really changes the complexion, probably also changes the halftime speech.
No doubt about it. Instead of going in relaxed, you're probably a little more uptight right now, probably a little bit angry. Let's see if they can get their focus back.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And it's a huge return as he brings this all the way back down to the 15-yard line.
15 line. 15 line. Hey, watch your leg. Hey, orbit. Check the crack. 51, Mike. Mike 51. I got it. Let's go.
Jones on 1st and 10. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Rashawn Melvin. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Stafford here coming off his pick six. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the veteran Antoine Bethea. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here after the INT on the last drive. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Here's Jones to throw again. They'll set up the screen to Barkley.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Back to throw. Jones escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down. Now Jones throwing on 1st down. Flushed out right. Now he'll pull it down. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
Hey, Charlie. 51 for Mike. 51. Get it.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jones, and he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Golden Tate as the first half is winding down. And the Giants are going to jump back in front. PAT up and good by Rosas. And that gives them a 3-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This one taken just inside the 10. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again, Stafford. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. The final shot before the break, Stafford. He's going to loft one deep left side. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the veteran Antoine Bethea. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's going to be out of bounds here as the run back will leave him shy of the 20-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. Call it a gain of 3. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after.
Now they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position. On 1st down, Jones. Buying time to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this 3rd quarter. Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Justin Coleman. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of weaving through traffic, and now he's free. He's at the 30. And this will get him all the way inside the Giants' 10. A big play there on the catch and run. 74 yards. Stepping up, and he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Matthew Stafford, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Lions are once again going to retake the lead. Extra point good by Prater. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So after the touchdown, Martin now on to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They begin with a run by Barkley. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. On third down, Barkley. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 10 yards, good for a Giant first down. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here. Jones now operating from the gun. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Devon Kennard. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for third down. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And Barkley did not get there. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the...
And now on 4th and 1, it's a fake. Oh, but this is going to backfire as it's intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Wilson.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
A first down carry here for Johnson. Tackle made by Marcus Golden.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Again, it's Johnson. Fights off the defender. And he's going to get this pretty close to the first down marker at the Giants' 38.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. It's a first down following a gain of 3. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a 10th carry for Johnson. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and 13. Stafford now to throw. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short, and that leads to a 4th down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when an ex-defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
It's a Giant 1st down on a gain of 16. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key 1st downs and big runs.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Jones throwing again on 2nd and 10. Over the middle, he's got his tight end Ingram. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 21. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Barkley, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Well, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14. Here's Jones. From the gun, he'll throw. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down, possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. He's going to go up top for the Tate bringing it in for the Giant touchdown. Golden Tate. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. As they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. A very important extra point there, up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their 1st time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. On 1st down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Tackle made that time by B.J. Hill. On 2nd and 9, Stafford. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. All tied up, less than 2 minutes to go. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Stafford. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll get nothing out of that one. Good contain. No gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down. Not good. They didn't move the football an inch, and precious time ticking off the clock. Here now the punter, Martin, booming this one away. He'll look to set up his blockers. That'll be a 49-yard punt, 6 yards there on the return. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. On the draw, this is Barkley. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. operating from the gun. Jones. And his throw is incomplete. Golden Tate, his intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Now Jones throwing again. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. He's got the first down and more past midfield. The 20, 10, and that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th.
I don't know how many more of these my heart can take, my man. I just don't know. Another big touchdown. Late in the game, they look like they're in control, but still, there's a chance. Block the extra point, go down and score, kick the extra point themselves. They can pull this one out.
Yeah, but also on the sideline that just took the lead, you got to get your defense ready and the special teams unit for the kickoff coming up.
Yeah, you're exactly right. You got to pull everyone together and make sure they're still focused and aren't already celebrating a win.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat-and-mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. And he's got Amendola on the connection. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Now Stafford. Eluding the pressure right. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Golden. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to float this one deep right side. And got his man complete. And all the way down to the 26. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Now Jones. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Giants, and it took a big 4th quarter to do it, but bottom line, they got the job done.
Yeah, it is the bottom line, isn't it? A few anxious moments along the way, though, a few sweaty palms, not just for the team, but for their fans. As you mentioned, down going into the 4th quarter. How about the rally? How about the comeback? Getting it done on both sides of the ball, holding them when they needed to, and finding ways to get points when they had the football.